fitness fitness saved my life, straight up. I mean that, man. Like, I don't know what kind of person I would have turned into. You know what I'm saying? Still stuck ruminating. You know what I'm saying? I knew when I was in the darkest moment of my mind, you know what I'm saying, stuck in that mental fog, like I had to get to something. And when I chose fitness, when I chose that, I took it serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned, you know what I mean? I got around people. I took the knowledge serious. And what I also learned in the process was how to separate myself, zoom out from my emotions. You know what I'm saying? What matters more, the result or me stuck in my emotions about something that I can't control, you know what I'm saying? Or I have more control than what I think. And I'm only saying this pertaining to fitness, but pertaining to your recovery journey from narcissistic abuse is that, like, you know, all of it is a choice at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? All of this is a choice to continue to deal with the nonsense from them, to continue to deal with the circus. I'm emphasizing that when I started to lift, it was probably one of the first times in my life I realized, dang, how much did I really think that I thought that I loved myself? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm saying it just like this because you deal with so much of the nonsense, so much of the chaos. You know what I'm saying? Not really understanding your self-worth, your value. And when I started lifting and taking my nutrition serious, like, I started to understand my value. I was like, man, I really, your body, your mind, like, these are the only ones you get type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all you get. So you have to, it is your job to correct and fix, you know what I'm saying, what's here, what's in your ownership. You have complete control of this. You don't have control of the narcissist as much as you feel like, you know what I mean, with the amount of love that you have for them and things of that nature. You don't have really true control of that. You know what I'm saying? But you have control of how your body feels, how you think, you know. And I got into the process of thinking on the level of, I want to be able to see results. I want to be able to say that I eat clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a bad habit of mine, especially, like, I don't know. And I might be reaching, but I'm also going to just stay true. Like, most of the time, like, when you run into narcissists, they got bad, like, nutrition habits. Like, they always eat junk food, all kind of crazy stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? But I also had bad habits as well, but I was trying to correct those habits. You know what I'm saying? But I can't keep them up because wherever we go, we always got to eat. You know what I'm saying? The food thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, trying to build better habits being around narcissists is hard. I'm just going to keep it a stack. And y'all know what I'm talking about. It's hard. You know, so when you prioritize the gym after you separate and go no contact, when you prioritize your health, let me just say that in generalization, health, when you prioritize yours, you start to really understand, like, again, your value, your self-worth, how much you really need to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta last in this joint. You can't, like, I need you to hear me when I say this. You have to be able to walk, feel, talk good in your own self and believe in yourself and feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's something you gotta feed to you. I mean, yes, be around people that, you know, give off that same energy and you reciprocate, vice versa, but a narcissist is not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get drained. And for me, like, I put all that energy that I would do into somebody that wouldn't reciprocate it into the gym. You know what I'm saying? And, like, over time, my mind, there was a movement in my mind. The movement was, oh snap, I need to focus on this more. I like how I feel. I like how I feel after every single session, after every single meal. You know what I'm saying? I'm only using myself as an example so that I can convey the experience of recovering from all of that nonsense to taking my health serious, and how it progressed faster, and how my mind started to stop ruminating. You know what I'm saying? Because what was more important was how my body functions day by day basis. What was more important was the results that I wanted to get. What was more important was how I'm eating, how I'm, you know what I'm saying, get my body to perform on a day-to-day basis. That was more important to me, you know what I'm saying? And getting in shape for real for my kids. You know, I got kids, so it's like I want to be able to move around with them for as long as I can as I get older. Like those goals were more important to me than worrying about what I was going through, what happened with any narcissistic abuse situation that had occurred in my life. And it just, it's not about not paying attention to it and skipping it over. Your mind will start to build these layers of protection where you know now that if you actually put this kind of constructive energy into yourself, you know what I'm saying, you can actually build a mental fortitude that won't ever be bothered by any of the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? You'll automatically be gray rocking narcissists when you see them and or run into them. But that's if you can, you know what I'm saying? That's if you know if they're narcissists or not. But like, you'll just automatically just gray rock because you know what the nonsense consists of. They're gonna be the buffoonery. They're gonna do the buffoonery. You know what I'm saying? And the circus. Once you stop paying attention to it, once you stop, I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. When you get here on your journey of your fitness journey, you know what I'm saying, you'll develop a almost sixth sense for narcissistic nonsense. You get that wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You start to implant that discipline and that wisdom in your body by doing this over and over and over consistently, because you've consistently not. I'm not like shaming you for not going to the gym, but I'm just saying, like, I understand how much effort and time you put into trying to fix relationships with narcissists and how that drains you and nothing ever return. This actually gives you an ROI. Fitness gives you an ROI. How much you put into this is how much you get out of it. How much you put into a narcissist, you're not getting none of that back. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to emphasize about gym therapy. Like, I almost feel like the gym is one of the best places. You know what I'm saying? Fitness is, taking your health serious is one of the best things you can do upon your journey of recovering from narcissistic abuse, period. Like, I really want you to know, like, when you put yourself through pain of choice that gives you something back versus putting yourself through pain of choice that gives you nothing back, like, don't get addicted to that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get addicted to choosing your pain of choice and get nothing back. The gym, yes, it's going to be painful, but it's pain of choice. It's going to give you something back. You know what I'm saying? There's a connection of, if I put myself through this and get this result for myself by putting myself through this, I actually know what kind of result I'm getting. Narcissists, you have no idea. You know what I'm saying? You only control 50%. You only control 50% of that anyway, and that's yourself. You have no idea, and you know the chaos, and you know the buffoonery, and you know the nonsense that's gonna come with that. That's what I'm saying. Like, going to the gym and just getting into the rhythm of, I knew I needed to be doing this. Like, the awareness you gain just in life, the awareness you gain of who to have around you, who to have friends, you know what I'm saying, who to get in relationships with, the awareness you gain and the wisdoms you gain from recovering and, you know what I'm saying, checking out content like this and learning more about yourself while, again, eating right, lifting, being active. You know what I'm saying? When you're using your body is working on your mind. When you work on your body, you're directly working on your mind. And over time, like, your mind really starts to understand, like, dang, what was you tripping about? For real. And it's gonna progress faster because you can't pay attention to both. That's what I'm emphasizing. Like, when you put your brain on and focus on something that's going to be positive and give you something back, you can't pay attention to both. You're not going to be able to pay attention to any of the wild situations dealing with them that have occurred, there's no answers for. But the answer for this is eating right and lifting and staying consistent. You know, these have outcomes, you know, that's happening. You know what I'm saying? So this system helped me develop the mindset that, dang, the gym really can like heal you from your trauma, straight up. It really can. I know that's probably like, it's probably wild to say, because I know some people will push back on it, but I beg to differ that getting your fitness sound self, getting in tune with that of yourself, I'm telling you, man, and not, I'm gonna say this too, man. If you're one of those people that hop in the gym and you wasn't doing that when you was with the narcissist, I promise you, this is a narcissistic wound to them. I'm not trying to like do it on some like revenge body type thing, but I'm also telling you on some revenge body type thing. Like, it's a narcissistic wound in them, because their version of them in their mind, you wasn't supposed to be able to do this. That's the killer blow. That they didn't want to see you like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying in spite of, but I'm also saying in spite of how you felt then. My thing was, I didn't want to feel like that anymore, the way that I felt then. I hated how I felt. I hated how, you know what I'm saying, I just viewed myself at the time, especially knowing that I really wanted to do something like this to begin with. So it was just the momentum of, I gotta do this, on top of, I started to realize my brain would just transform and just get into this rhythm of, dude, keep doing this gym therapy. This is therapy. Every session is a therapy session to me. Every rep is me lifting myself out of any mental fog, any hole, if you rather, any way that I've dug myself stuck in these, you know, I can't pull myself out of. Like, it can do the same for you. It will help you pull yourself out of these ruminating holes that you dig yourself into day by day, thinking about situations with a narcissist that you will never get answers from in any capacity. They're never going to be able to give that to you. They're never going to be able to articulate and or remember, if they wasn't under the influence somehow, whatever answers you're looking for. No emotional release. The emotional release is you giving it to yourself. And I promise you, when you get into this gym, you're going to get that emotional release, that clarity, that mental clarity. You'll get that emotional release, man. Like, I know what it's like, knew what it was like to just be stuck. That I just, oh man, thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? That mental fog. This is going to take you out of that mental fog. This is going to clear that sky. Take your health serious. It's going to clear the sky. It's going to clear your way of how you see yourself, how you become aware of yourself, how you gain more wisdom, what you should be taking serious as far as like positivity. But your health is like vital, because you need it for everything. Narcissists will, you know what I'm saying, poison your mindset on yourself, straight up. They will. I hate to say it like that, man, but it's just the reality of it all, man. I just like try to give you the truth on a zoomed out perspective of, this is what it is. The gym, the fitness, the health, that your wellness, that's going to progress this journey faster, way faster than trying to mentally think. Like, your mind has to use your body in order to get this done. You have to be able to focus on this thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to really just dive into it, man. I promise you, you won't regret it. You won't. Like, I can't tell you how many times where in the gym talking to my homies, and these situations where I make these videos on this content pop up in the gym, and we'll converse and be like, yeah, we'll all agree there was a mental shift. At some point, you start to agree, like, you're never going to get these answers, so why worry about it? But the answers to this right here while I'm in this gym, this is more important. You see what I'm saying? You take what you're doing in the present moment more important, rather than trying to predict the future with a future faker. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, most people that I've talked to in the gym, when these conversations pop up about narcissistic abuse and stuff like that, like it's a mental shift in how they view themselves and what self-worth is for real, and how to really be aware of these kind of people, dealing with these kind of people, because you get that awareness by going to the gym. You get that self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? Your brain starts to really view reality like, dang, why have I not been doing this? Because this is what's going to make you feel better. This is what's going to make you feel better faster, man. Straight up. And it saved my life. Because I was going to sit in that. I was going to sit in that for however long. You know what I'm saying? I was going to sit in that mindset of I'm not good enough. You know what I'm saying? I know how we all can feel that way, because that's how they make you feel. That's how they make you feel. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I say you do the whole fitness joint, it's not in spite of, but once you do that, there's a shift in the wind. There's a shift in the wind. I'm joking, because me and my friends in the gym, because it do shift. You know what I'm saying? You might get a Hoover. You might. You might. I'm just keeping it a stack with you, because when that wind shifts, I'm sorry. If you just gotta experience it when you start to take your health serious and your body changes. When that wind shifts, you might cause a Hoover. But I'm just keeping it stack, because that's what it is too. I'm not saying like do that to get that result. I'm just saying that like these are the things that may or may not happen, but it's a wound, because how they viewed you wasn't supposed to do that. You were supposed to stay the way they saw you when they left you, because they wanted the option with the loose supply to be the better option. But when that wind shift, I'm telling you, I just want you to just like understand, like, your depression will heal, your anxiety will heal, and this is you just really focusing on you. Some people will be like, again, the pushback is not really like that and stuff like that. I beg to differ. Like, when you put your mind to taking your health serious, like, you begin to understand it's a lot of stuff that's never that deep with the narcissist. It's a whole lot of situations that I realized that was never that deep with the narcissist. To even having, like, at this point now in my life, those reactions, like, it's never that deep. And you get to that point, you get to these clarity moments, you get to that mental shift. You know what I'm saying? Because you have no time to worry about things that are minute. You know what I'm saying? What's important is the daily deposits of the workout, the daily deposits of seeing results, the daily deposits of seeing body fat drop, and, you know what I'm saying, adding muscle, adding strength, being more active, being more functional. When you start to see these kind of results on yourself, you know what I'm saying, you won't even want to worry about anything that made you ruminate. The triggers won't happen. That you won't be so triggered anymore at all, really, to be honest, because there's so many things that, like, especially like from growing up until this point in my life, like, the importance of stuff that I put into that really aren't that important, especially situations with the narcissistic people. You know what I'm saying? You realize the energy you've given away that's gotten sapped and drained. Put all that into yourself. Put all that into your health. Put that into your fitness. Take your one and only body serious. You know what I'm saying? Fixing and taking care of your health is going to fix and take care of your mind. All this is going to wash away and fall off your shoulder. This won't even affect you anymore as much as it has been, as much as you let it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really more of just be consistent. Don't let yourself fall victim to letting them live rent free in your mind. Take your health serious. Go hit the gym, you feel me? And also, if you do want my coaching services, I do make nutrition plans. I do coach fitness. You can find that link in the description below. So I hope this message Find you well. I'm Fonzie Murph, and I'm out. Peace.